So now we're coming back to the inverting comparator using an op amp right there. So I have a low enough voltage with my trim pot because it's going to the minus input that it sets the output high. And then I got a high enough voltage where it sets the output low. And the reference voltage is to the non-inverting input. It's half the supply voltage. It's two equal value resistors. Main thing is we have 14.6 volts right here. So if you learn about this circuit, you probably learned with 5 volts. The main difference I made versus the 5 volts is instead of 220 ohm resistor protecting the red LED, now I got 1.5K, 1,500, because it's going to have to dissipate a lot more power right there. So we're going to need a lot higher value resistor. But the LED still gets bright enough, I believe, in this circuit. Now the blue resistor is a lot brighter than the red LED at the same current. So I got a 3,000 ohm resistor protecting it to give about half the current. So now we're going to look at the schematic I drew for the inverting comparator when you're working with a higher voltage than normal. Let's say you want to use a 12 volt lithium iron phosphate battery. They charge at about 14.6 volts. So when it comes to the signals for this particular circuit, voltage doesn't really matter. We set half the supply voltage now to the non-inverting input though. Make sure you set it to the right spot. The signal comes from the inverting. So the output's going to be the opposite. We get higher voltage there than we have there. It'll be a low output. Lower voltage here than we have there, it'll be a high output. The main thing is with this higher voltage, because you're probably used to 5 volts, we need a fair amount of resistance to protect the red LED. So we're going to get less current, but this will help keep the resistor from overheating. We do lose a little bit of voltage at the output though, which helps again. Now blue LED is brighter than red LED, so we're going to go even higher, 3,000 ohms of resistance. But again, the LED will be plenty bright.